Okay. Thank you, journalists, for coming here. All of you are in this meeting because we will talk about Mike Harriet's situation. As you know, Mike has been reporting on events in Afghanistan, and you perfectly know that this country is at war. So everybody there is in dangerous all the time, and Harry wasn't the exception. According to the report, Harry went behind enemy lines and was kidnapped while he was getting his history. The special forces rescued him, but in the operation, one of them was killed and two other ones were injured. Now, our newspaper image has been criticized in the national press because they consider Harry took unnecessary risks and he didn't attend the local official advices. So I want to hear your opinion about this situation. And the first question is how will we face the criticisms for this situation? And the second, what do you consider what we should with Harry's?
Okay, I think that our profession is exposed to many risks, and Mike is a journalist who has been characterized it being in the place of the news ever. I'm sorry to say this, but I think we should not discipline in any way to Mike, since he was fulfilling his profession and he has always done with the need to obtain all the information possible for all people. How about to issue a press release in which newspaper is in full support to Mike and his family, thanking him and standing that he risks his own life for the benefit of the real news, the truth, and that public opinion has been able to discover this truth. Uh, I think it's very important to show solidarity with our college and friend.
Mm. Excuse me, Angelica, but it is clear that the journalist has acted irresponsible way because he endangered his life and also he risked the safety of the others. And there are the consequences with the loss of the life and damage to the physical integrity of those who came to rescue him. All workers, uh, regardless of the area in which they work, must know the risks and must avoid acts that could damage his health or hurt others. I think that in defense of the good name of the company, it's necessary that all sides agree to prevent these events from recurring again. And for that reason, I propose to include in the communicate made call for attention to all journalists. So don't risk their life, and they must avoid to put at risk the community who are being affected with the bad decision. This is my point of view.
Okay, good morning. I think that Angelica, you are absolutely right. I totally disagree with Orlando. I'm sorry, I think that the critics arise around any information for some retractor is only to demonstrate the seriousness and responsibility in the news. Yes, about the my situation, I consider that if my permission from his directive was professionally and ethically don't exist any fault. My job, look for the best story. All the professionals want to obtain the best result for his job, yes, The architect want to build the best building, automotive engineer want to make the best car, and journalists want to get the best story. Risks are in all the jobs in the world. We need to take risks to get the best results. We study this situation with more details to know if it might take unnecessary risks, and in that case, take the necessary corrective measures. I consider that our newspaper need to adopt a position firm and solidarity with Mike because that Mike just was working. He just wanted to raise the reason for the newspaper. On the other hand, a newspaper needs to show with power or solidarity with the rescue team, giving the man dead and the man injured, and obviously with their families. I finally we can blame Mike for that opportunity loss because it was the risk of the rescue team, and if there were some failures in the operation, it's not my fault. Okay?
Okay, thank you everybody much for your opinions. I take some notes with your opinions and we consider that we agree with the Harriet's actions. Let me show you what are the conclusion to face this situation. And the first conclusion is the newspaper will publish a special editorial board which will support to Mike Harriet's actions. It will explain that he was doing his job and he always was looking the truth of the news, regardless of the high risk that entails. The second one is everybody has to have the right to know what really happened in Afghanistan and how people lives there. And the third is the newspaper will full support with the police families who was killed and two other ones who was injured in the operation. And we hope that they will recover as soon as possible and be able to be with their families. Four, we want to send a special thanks to the special forces for Mike's rescues, and we know that their job is as dangerous as ours. So everybody needs to understand all professions have high risks. It's unavailable. And finally, the newspaper considered that all the journalists should allow unnecessary risks before they do anything, because the life is first. All these points will be published next Sunday in our print edition and also in our website. That's all for this
Okay.
meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is all. Is that all?